ladies and gentlemen, we have a special skater, video content creator, videographer, brand ambassador for the one and only Rydell, having over 100,000 combined views and subscribers on all social media platforms and counting. You see it, you know it, Malik in the building. Let's go! Woo! All right, so if I could, have you go ahead and introduce your name and where you're from?
I am Malik Thomas. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, born and raised, and yeah, that's who I am. I could really say some more about me, but we're gonna wait till down the line when we go through.
I love that for you. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, this one is very humble. So, when it really comes down to it, let's let the skates talk. So, how long have you been skating for?
I've been skating for about 20 years now. I've been skating since about 2002, 2003, since I was a shorty. So, you know, it's been a long time. I just started with doing inline skating and quad skating and just being a speed skater, darting around the rink. And then over time, I was just like, man, let me get into my culture. Let me start meeting people in my city. I made a lot of lifelong friends, a lot of lifelong bonds. Like, shout out to JB Legacy, to my brothers. But yes, I've been skating for a very long time, about a good 20 years. You know, it started differently. But if you wanted to say, how long have I been professionally skating, like, you know,
yes,
actually trying to learn tricks and stuff like that, I say about a good 14 years now professionally, like actually trying to learn to get better and perfect my craft. So,
yo, that is a phenomenal resume just to be able to say 14 years professionally, hands down, okay? Because now you're able to do tutorials and you are respected in the skate community, not just for who you are, but what you can do. So let's talk a little bit more about that. With all of the knowledge that you have accumulated and all of the friendships that you've made, who inspired you to skate?
You know, to be honest, I inspire myself to skate. That might sound a little crazy, but I have a lot of peers and stuff that I skate with, like all of my Rydell team members, Maisha, Dylan, T-Stack, Skate Fantasy. You know, I'm very inspired by them because they push me to go harder every time that I go out, you know. And these are some elite skaters that can do pretty much all range of skating, from backwards, forward, left, right, up, down. And these are people that really inspire me to kind of be better, but I always inspire myself because I'm always pulling something out of the bag that's new. And it just makes me want to go harder because the sky is the limit. Like, actually, no, I take that back. The sky is not the limit. You can go way higher to the galaxy if you put the time and effort in to get better.
Well said, well put. And for the viewers, you're very fearless when it comes to learning tricks and doing all kinds of things on your wheels. Let's talk about your skates and how you're able to accomplish these tricks. So from the boot to the wheels, what you riding on?
So I'm riding on the Rydell Unity 3200. Shout out to Rydell. I have multiple plates I can use. I love the Reactor Fuse. That was the first plate I started on, but I'm currently rolling on a Reactor Pro. I'm about to try out an Aries plate. You know, hey, they going crazy out there. But I'm about to roll on an Aries plate soon. But I have a setup of Vanithane wheels with Fomac Harmony wheels and some very soft cushions and some great laces from Lucid Laces. Shout out to her for, you know, making those for me and just making my boot complete. But that's what I'm really riding on. That's what I enjoy to ride on. I like to switch my setup every now and then to like all American wheels. It really just depends on the location where I'm at, how the rink feel, how the floor feel, because some places can be slippery. You can be on concrete, you can be on wood. So it really just all depends, but that is my main setup of what I like to roll on.
All right, and it's so colorful, it's so vibrant, and it's so uniquely you, and I love it. So as a videographer, how hard is your job?
Not hard at all. I mean, to be honest with you, like, I be having fun when I be filming. Like, I know what to look for. I go off energy. So when I grab my camera and I'm out there rolling with them, it's like I'm going off who's giving me that energy. It depends on like what song is playing and how the person is reacting to the song. Cause they can play some James Brown and you'll hear somebody start screaming like earlier and be like, yo, like I know to go find that person because they finna get in their bag. They finna give me what they've been feeling. So really being a videographer out here on skates, not that hard. It's kind of just like a vibe, you know. It's kind of something you got to be careful with though, because you know you can run into somebody, you can damage $5,000 worth of equipment, you know, anything can happen. So, but the only thing I will forever say is you always got to be a skater first before you be a videographer, because if you try to get out there and you don't know how to skate, you're gonna be paying some big money to get your equipment fixed, because that wood flow ain't no joke. But definitely being a videographer is not that hard. You just gotta relax and chill and know what you want. You gotta be a videographer and know how to skate. Like that is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you're trying to get out there just for the clout and content, you're gonna have a bad time, because you're gonna fall, run into somebody, problems gonna be start. You gotta really just have fun with it. You just gotta know how to film and just go out there and just relax. Go for what you feel might be great content, and you never know. What you may record and how you record it, it could go viral, and you can give somebody their next chance to have stardom. Simple as that. I don't do it simply to just get views or whatever, but I'm doing it to change lives so people can see in generations and generations. They can go back and be like, man, mama, I saw you skating at the rink on this real JB Skate Chicago. You feel me? Like, I want people to actually show their family. There's many people that came up to me and wanted to like talk to me about, oh man, thank you for posting me on your video, man. My family be watching it. I'll be like, yeah, that's me, that's my homie and all that. I'll be like, man, you know, I do it for that reason, to put smiles on people's face.
Thank you so much for your service. Like, you are greatly appreciated. And because you are so skilled as a skater, first, being that videographer to catch all of these phenomenal skaters in their bag is a testament to your ability as is. Because I've tried it, it's very difficult for me, but I don't get 20 plus years up under my bag for skating history, so I love that for you. Okay, so as a video content creator, let's talk about it. So you do some of everything. I'm talking tutorials, so be sure to watch his tutorials. I've learned a lot. It's very basic and it's user friendly. I mean, you do it all. So as a skater, videographer, let's touch into your video content creating. How do you create? What is that process? What does it look like? And how much energy do you put into this work?
I'll be honest with you, when I'm filming and like actually creating the content, I always have a storyboard. I always have something lined out on what I'm gonna create, how I'm gonna create it, where I'm gonna create it, and creating it. Now, after all of that, the post-production is where all the magic really happens, on making something happen, from the effect, the design, and how I present it to the world. But you know, I love content creating and how I do it, just simply for the fact because I'm inspiring other people in the world to be able to be inspired to skate. You know, when they want to watch my content, they see me do some amazing things, some turns, some twists, they be like, man, I'm gonna get me some skates and I'm gonna get in my bag, I'm gonna learn how to do that. They be making jokes like, man, I'm gonna do that, and like tomorrow we gonna go to the rink and I'm gonna try that, you know. That's the whole purpose of why I love content creating and how I do it. I like to have my storyboard lined out, and I don't always like just free form and just be like, you know, I'm just go outside and do something. I always want to have my stuff organized, because I like to be an organized person and basically know what I'm gonna shoot and how I'm gonna shoot it. So that's how I do content creation.
Okay, so what setup, as far as like the camera that you had, what was the first build to where you are now?
So I always had a camera. I had a Canon T5i. It was a camera that I had in high school, and I was just making it happen. I was always interested in cameras. I started my sophomore year of high school, and then I started doing more research and looking. I took a couple of photography class. I do know how to work with film photography as well. I know how to do the process in the red room and everything. That was a part of my photography class, but something about videography just kind of caught my attention. You know, seeing emotion of how I can make something. Like a still is nice, seeing a picture when you like, you know, But actually seeing somebody in motion like you're looking at us now is way different, you know. So I always had a Canon T5i. Shout out to Canon, but I definitely had to switch over to Sony because Sony is so great in low light, and basically when you're filming in the rinks, it can kind of be dark. So having a low light capable camera just seals the icing on the cake. But the current setup I have now, Sony A7C with a G Master lens, and I use the DJI gimbal, DJI RS3. Shout out to DJI for the microphone as well. I also use my own wireless microphone setup because I'll be interviewing people today as well. So definitely, it's a very good setup. I also use a light at the top depending on what area of the rink I'm in, and it might get really dark and I don't want to change my settings. The light will balance everything out for me. So
listen, you have gave so many tips, so many gems, that I hope you all were doing your homework and got a notepad available, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I hope that you all had got something from this phenomenal skater interview. So, my name is Dope Hope, and that concludes another Busy Bee Skate interview with the one and only Malik Thomas, and this is the life of Malik. So we'll catch you on the next one, and for the newer skaters, don't be afraid to fall in love with skating. I'll see you next time. Busy Bee is out. Malik.